Hi, and welcome to this video as part of a series aimed at sharing information and advocacy ideas to parents of the gifted. I'm excited to be back with you this month, and we're going to take a quick little look at imposter syndrome, what it is, and what to do about it, a little tip for what to do about it. I really feel like this is something that hits a lot of our gifted community because imposter syndrome is something that usually affects people with who have a lot of skills, who are very successful, maybe in a leadership position, maybe looked up to because of their perceived and or um, shown abilities. So let's talk a little bit about what this is. This phrase was actually just added to the dictionary earlier this year. So the dictionary defines imposter syndrome as this condition that's characterized by persistent doubt concerning one's abilities or accomplishments, accompanied by the fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite evidence of one's ongoing success. So the way that fits with our gifted kiddos is quite often everything in school is easy for them. Academically, it's very easy, and oftentimes our gifted kids have so many abilities that they're skilled at that other kids look at them like everything is easy for them, that they already know everything, that they're good at everything. And that can sometimes lead to this persistent doubt in the mind of a gifted kiddo, thinking everybody expects me to be perfect, to know everything. And then that fear of what happens if they find out that I don't know everything, that I'm not perfect, that I am exposed as some sort of fraud. So that's the idea of imposter syndrome here. So I'm just going to touch on it very briefly today. If this is something that interests you or that you can see fits in your life or in the life of a gifted person that you know, please do look at more information on that. Feel free to contact me. I'm happy to hook you up with some more resources. I just wanted to at least touch on that today. Again, so often it is because we as gifted don't hit things that are tough. And so when something suddenly is tough, and we know that each one of us is going to hit that point, there's going to be a point where we don't know how to do something, where we don't know the right answer, or we're not successful at something on our first try. Imagine that, right? So the earlier that we can hit that, the better it is because then we can learn tools. We can have time to practice with those tools before we hit high school or college or in our occupation. So there's the big tip, finding something that challenges the gifted people in your life. And it's knowing that it's okay to not know how to do something, knowing that there are tools that we can learn and practice, like asking for help, like not being successful on the first time, but not giving up. So that idea of perseverance. So many wonderful gifts come from doing something that is not easy. So finding something that is challenging, whether it is learning a new sport, whether it's learning a new language, whatever it ties with the gifted kiddo's interests. Maybe it's working as part of a sports team because maybe the teamwork is difficult. Anything that causes the gifted kiddo to stretch is definitely beneficial. So the earlier that they can hit something that's hard, the better. And I know in my classroom, whenever a student goes, "Oh, this is so hard," I'm always like, "Yes!" And I tell them that, I'm like, "I'm so excited to hear you say that because that means you have room to grow," right? So we can use those tools. What do we do when we get to something that we don't know how to do? So I encourage you to find something that is challenging, that's fun, but that is challenging to help grow. So that's your little introduction to imposter syndrome. I'm happy and look forward to seeing you next month. If you have any ideas or questions or comments, please do feel free to contact me. Have a wonderful day.